36 minutes past the hour here at KMCD. Sunny sky today, on our way to a daytime high of around 77 degrees. A little hazy out there, though. We're still seeing the effects of some of those Canadian wildfires. We're up to 57 right now. Tonight, some clouds rolling in. We'll see some showers possible early tomorrow morning, probably starting in the 4 or 5 o'clock hour on Tuesday morning, and then pushing out by 8 or 9 o'clock. 20% chance of rain showers anyway, so that's the National Weather Service. High of 86, low of 61. And midweek Wednesday, a high of 80 rolling into the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, another big weekend coming up here in southeast Iowa with a couple of big bike rides. I'm looking at the weather. Saturday, 60% chance of rain. Mindy, what do you think of that?
It's just great. Could you fix that before Saturday?
I can't.
Because I don't.
I mentioned that.
Nothing about that sounds fun to me.
I say it all the time. I just read the weather. I don't make the weather. But the reason it's a big day on Saturday, it's the annual chamber-sponsored bike rides, right?
Yes, we are doing both our bike rides on the same day to utilize our volunteer staff a little better. So we'll do the Baffle Taffer, the Bike Around Fairfield Loop Trail Annual Fun Ride with the families, and we'll do the Harvest Rush Gravel Grinder. And we're getting people from all over the state of Iowa coming for that one.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but last Monday, you said there might be a big announcement coming up.
Yes, so we will be joining the Iowa Gravel Series, and we will be the championship race at the end of that series. We're working out all the details with our friend Chris McQueen, who runs that series, and it'll be a big deal. It'll be a big party next year.
So how big is this series?
I believe he has 6 or 7 other races, and they're going to start doing points. So it's going to be a big deal next year.
So even though we're 5 days away from this year's,
yep.
I'm guessing that the wheels are turning about next year's already.
Absolutely. Well, we have to always plan ahead because all of our events, we want them to be bigger and better, and we want to make people want to come to Fairfield.
How did this partnership come together?
So we've been working to try to get our gravel ride. All of our events, we kind of have somebody on our board that usually has an expertise in that area, and this is not a space that any of us have expertise in. Mark from the Ride has been super helpful, and he actually started making those connections. And so Chris is going to come this year and do our timing and bring his big blow-up thing that you put at the end, so when you go through and you're like, I won. So It'll be interesting. We're still working out all of the details and how that'll all work, but I think it's going to be a great partnership.
So will the plan be kind of the same time frame next year as this year?
Yes.
Mid to late September?
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Right before my birthday.
All right. Fantastic. All right, so that's the gravel grinder.
Harvest Rush Gravel Grinder. Come on, say it 3 times really fast.
And then the Baffle Taffer also taking place on Saturday. A day before that, on Friday, you have a business after hours.
Yes, at the Country Club. And that is exciting. They've done a lot of renovations out there, both in their building, on their grounds, in their board. They've started a foundation. So it's going to be a really great opportunity to come out and support the oldest country club this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, Old Golf Country Club west of the Mississippi.
There we go.
That's just a couple of things happening this week with your chamber. So
it's been a busy month of September.
Yeah, I would again recommend you go and sign up for Chamber Chatter. Email the chamber at fairfieldiowa.com, and you get that quick overview right in your mailbox bright and early every Monday morning. As always, Mindy brings a guest in today, so I'll turn it over.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, Miss Josie.
Good morning.
So I'm here with Josie Heilmann from Addington Place of Fairfield.
Yes.
And you have been a busy little beaver.
I have been. Recently, we've decided to give our community a little bit of a facelift. So we're still actually in phase 2. We just started phase 2 of our projects. Phase 1 was giving facelifts to our spa, our beauty salon, our parlor, and our private dining room. So it has been wild the last 2 weeks.
I was in there while you were in mid-renovation. It's looking good.
Thank you.
So what's in phase 2?
Phase 2 is updating all of the artwork in the building. And given that the building is about, I don't even know how many square feet, but it's got 63 apartments and 5 halls, we're going to be busy with that. I know that our director just ordered the artwork, so we're kind of waiting for the shipment to come in.
Nice. And is there a phase 3?
If there is, I haven't thought of it yet.
Awesome. Okay, so for folks who don't know what Addington Place is, what's Addington Place?
Addington Place is the premier assisted living and memory care in Fairfield, Iowa. So we do provide assisted living and memory care for those who need it.
And tell me about some of the great things that happen there, because I've been there a lot. I could totally go and stay there.
It's great. So we we provide activities for our residents who come to live with us. Not only that, but I, in my position, I do events for the community as a whole. So I will host like outdoor movies or lunch for a causes, which our last one was wildly successful. It was for the Mark Cool Foundation. We raised over $500 through a taco bar.
It was so good. The taco bar was great, and I love that foundation to help kiddos get all the equipment they need so they can do the sports that they want
we were
to.
really, really proud of that Lunch for a Cause. And our next one is coming up in October. We're going to be doing a Lunch for a Cause for the Relay for Life of Jefferson County. So we're super excited about that one. That'll be about mid-October.
And are you thinking of, do you have a food decision yet?
So our theme for October for the community is actually Oktoberfest. So it's Don't Worry, Be Hoppy. So we'll probably do something Oktoberfest themed. So I'm super excited.
I love it. You guys have the best themes.
Yeah, so we actually roll these themes out. I should be hearing what 2024's themes are coming up in October. So we know ahead about 3 or 4 months in advance for the whole year.
Wow.
So it gives us a lot of time to plan these events, and it's just really fun. It's a good way to tie in a lot of our events and our activities with our residents.
Absolutely. So what's been one of your what a theme that you've liked the best?
Let's see. I really liked our Welcome Aboard theme back in June. It was a cruise ship themed month. That was also the month that my office flooded. I share, that was a little bit too
so you
literal.
Got some water.
I did. It was a really literal theme for me. Luckily, my office has been cleaned up, so I've got one now.
I feel that pain. The chamber once flooded. It was fabulous. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we're doing Lunch for a Cause in October. So make sure you're getting that chamber chatter to see that.
Yes.
So what is something that Addington Place does that maybe other places don't do?
So I think what we do more than most assisted livings is provide a really home-like environment. If you've ever walked into Addington Place, you're just kind of immediately filled with a sense of home. And regardless, all of our communities kind of look the same. They don't all feel the same though. And I think a lot of the residents that choose our assisted living over others, it is because of that home-like environment. It is because our resident assistants are top-notch and really, really care about the residents. Like everybody from the director down to the housekeeper really care a lot about the people that actually live there. And we always tell new hires, we work where people live. This is just our workspace, but this is people's home.
Absolutely. I was there one day, and the chef was actually having a conversation with the residents about what they liked and what they didn't like. It was very interesting.
Yes. So we actually have chef chat once a month where residents can come out and compliment the chef or air out grievances about things that they like or don't like. We also have a resident council once a month for the community as a whole that all the coordinators sit in on. So if there's something that residents want to change about the community or something that they really commend the community about, we know about it. And I really like that part of it too, just because residents should have a say in their home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you to come check out Addington Place, how can they do that?
So you can do that a couple of different ways. You can either walk in. I'm usually in the office all day unless I'm out doing outreach, or you can call 641-469-5778 to set up a tour.
And I highly suggest you take a tour because it's awesome. So you have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments.
I have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments and efficiency apartments, and they're all pretty decent size. And they're all, when you move in, you're going to have brand new floors, brand new paint. It'll have been deep cleaned. So you're basically moving into a brand new apartment each and every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how are you liking it? Because you're kind of new to your position.
I am. I've been there for 2 years now, 2.5 years,
Wow.
And I love it. I have to tell you that I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. The more I learn about senior living, the more I really enjoy it, and I'm just here to help people transition and make their transition smooth. So that's the part of the job that I like the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's a beautiful facility. Steve, have you been there? It is lovely.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. I was going to have you ask, how do people qualify for an apartment at Addington Place?
Oh, there you go.
So we are a private pay community. So in order to qualify, you would need to fill out an income workbook and get an assessment done by our nurse. Unfortunately, we do not accept Medicare or Medicaid. But if you have homes, people sell their homes when they transition over to senior living. And I can kind of help facilitate, not the process of selling your home, but I do have realtors that I have in mind if that's something that you would like to do. We also do accept long-term care insurance, although you may want to look at your policy before going ahead and making a claim. And I can always look at that paperwork as well and kind of see if that policy would accept assisted living.
That's pretty awesome. It's just beautiful. And the uplifts are, I can't wait to see how you finish it out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's just looking so beautiful.
Well, they have a great movie theater. I always want to just sit down and watch a movie.
Yeah, I do love that. Sometimes I want to borrow it and take it home.
A lot of great amenities.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Is that all?
That's it.
All right.
It's a Monday.
It is a Monday. Don't forget, a business after hours Friday at Fairfield Golf and Country Club at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, 4 to 7 or later. You know how that goes.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll have some great appetizers and beverages as well. And then the bike rides on Saturday, the gravel rush grinder.
Harvest Rush Gravel Grinder.
That's what I said. And then the Baffle Taffer as well. And there's still room for you to get your family in or sign up for the Harvest Rush Gravel Grinder thing. By emailing the chamber at fairfieldiowa.com. And again, next year, talk about that partnership one more time.
We're gonna join the Iowa Gravel Series, and we'll be putting out a press release here soon as we finish up some details with Chris.
All right, but it'll be the championship race of the Iowa.
We are gonna be the final
series.
We'll have a band. It'll be a great party. It's gonna be a good time.
All right, fantastic. All right, that's our chamber talk here on this Monday morning here on 1570 KMCD. We have markets coming up in a matter of moments. Another look at your forecast, and we'll get the big country jukebox fired up as well here on KMCD.